Single dad janitor rescued a Navy officer from a sinking jet. Next morning, 5 Humvees arrived. Opening scene, look, the storm and the scream. Rain lashes against the dark runway. Lightning flickers. A single janitor, Jack Turner, 42, mop in hand, looks up at the sky from the edge of the old hangar. Narrator: soft, suspenseful. Jack Turner never thought his quiet night shift at the Naval Air Base would turn into a battle between life and death. He was just a janitor, a single dad trying to make ends meet. But fate had other plans. Suddenly, the roar of a jet engine tears through the storm. A Navy training jet struggles in the air, its tail on fire. Jack's eyes widen. Jack shouting, "Oh no, he's not gonna make it." The jet crashes into the nearby marshy lake with an ear-splitting explosion. Without hesitation, Jack drops his mop, grabs his flashlight, and sprints into the storm. Scene 2, the rescue. Waves crash. Smoke and fire flicker on the surface of the dark water. Narrator: most men would be waited for rescue crews. But Jack wasn't most men. He lost his wife 2 years ago, and he knew too well what it meant to watch someone slip away while waiting for help. He dives into the freezing water, kicking through debris. A faint voice calls out, "Pilot weak, help." Jack finds him young, maybe late 20s, his leg trapped under a piece of the cockpit. Jack grunting, "Hold on, soldier. You're not dying tonight." With one arm, Jack pries the metal loose and pulls the pilot free. Both struggle toward shore as the wreck behind them explodes again. They collapse on the muddy bank, gasping. Pilot hoarse, "You saved my life." Jack panting, "Just doing what anyone would." Narrator: but that wasn't true. Not everyone would risk their life for a stranger in the dark. Especially not a janitor with nothing to prove. Scene 3, the morning after. The next morning, Jack's little daughter, Lily 8, sits at their worn kitchen table, brushing her doll's hair. Jack serves her cereal, pretending nothing happened. Lily: "Daddy, why are your hands all cut?" Jack smiling faintly, "Just a rough night at work, pumpkin." Narrator: he didn't mention the rescue. He never wanted credit. Heroes, he believed, didn't brag, they just did what was right. But as Jack packed her lunch, the ground outside began to rumble. He looks out the window. 5 military Humvees pull up in front of their small trailer. Soldiers step out, uniforms crisp, faces serious. Lily wide-eyed, "Daddy, did you do something bad?" Jack whispers, "I hope not." Scene 4, the visit. Knock. Knock. Jack opens the door to see a tall officer in dress blues, flanked by men carrying something covered in an American flag. Officer saluting, "Mr. Turner, I'm Commander Harris. We've been looking for you." Jack nervous, "Is this about the crash?" Harris nods, "About last night you saved Lieutenant Blake Foster, son of Admiral Raymond Foster." Jack's eyes widen. The Admiral's son. Harris continuing, "The Admiral sends his gratitude. He insisted we deliver this personally." They unveil a polished wooden plaque with the Navy emblem and beside it, a check. Jack stares at the number, stunned. Narrator: gentle, enough money to pay off his debts, and send Lily to school. But that wasn't all. Harris smiling, "The Admiral said if you ever want a better job than cleaning hangars, the Navy could use men like you." Jack's voice trembles. "Jack, I didn't do it for money, sir." Harris: "I know. That's why you deserve it." Scene 5, the twist, a hero's gift. Weeks later. Jack now works as a maintenance supervisor at the same base, steady hours, better pay. Lily proudly wears a little navy cap everywhere she goes. But one morning, a letter arrives. It's from Admiral Foster himself. Narrator, inside was a handwritten note, simple but powerful. Admiral's voice reading, "Mr. Turner, you didn't just save my son's life, you reminded us what true service looks like. Not a rank, not a uniform, but a heart that answers when duty calls. America needs more men like you. Admiral R. Foster, U.S. Navy." Jack folds the letter, eyes glistening. He looks over at Lily drawing on the floor, smiling, safe, loved. Jack softly, "Guess your old man did something right after all." Scene 6, emotional climax, full circle. Months later, the base hosts a Heroes of the Navy ceremony. Families, officers, veterans gather. A hush falls as the announcer steps forward. Announcer, this year's Civilian Hero Award goes to Mr. Jack Turner. Applause erupts. Lily runs up, clutching his hand. Tears fill his eyes as the same young pilot he saved, Lieutenant Foster, steps up and salutes him. Lieutenant Foster, emotional, "You saved my life, sir. Now you're part of ours." They embrace. Narrator, in that moment, Jack realized something: you don't need medals or uniforms to be a hero. You just need a heart brave enough to care. Ending scene, message and closure. Sunset. Jack and Lily sit on the hood of an old truck, watching jets fly overhead. Lily, "Daddy, do you think Mom saw you on TV today?" Jack, smiling up at the sky, "I'm sure she did, sweetheart. And I bet she's proud." Narrator, soft, uplifting, "Some heroes wear boots. Some carry mops. But the bravest ones carry love in their hearts." Dash.